What's going on, guys? I'm out here in Dorchester looking at a multifamily for an investor client of mine. They've been trying to buy a multifamily for a little bit now, and this is a pretty good part of Dorchester, kind of by Meeting House Hill. So it's up and coming. You can get solid rentals here. So this particular building, this is one of the common traps that if you don't really know what you're looking for, you can get a little stuck. It was supposedly quote unquote renovated, right? They definitely. I'll show some parts of the unit. It definitely looks pretty good. The seller did a lot of like lipstick. You can tell like the floors. They're like nice laminate floors. The kitchen has nice lipstick on it. Can go in the kitchen real quick. But the issue, really my main concern for my clients on this one, and you can see the kitchen's in pretty good shape. They got nice appliances, probably put some IKEA cabinets. Not too bad. But my main concern is when you put, this is a really good quote that I heard when I first started getting into real estate a couple of years ago, like 3 years ago. First thing I learned was you can't put lipstick on a pig. So what that means really is, you can make it look pretty, but if like the actual building bones are not good, then you're in trouble. And my concern here in this one is the seller bought this. I could tell from public record data, the seller bought this property about a year ago, year and a half ago or so. They did some quick renovations, but they didn't gut the building. And the issue is they didn't update the plumbing, they didn't update the electrical, and that's concerning because yes, it looks good an exterior, but then when you start owning the building, month number 1, month number 2, you can start getting a call for the electrical. Month number 3, you'll get a call, another leaky faucet, a leaky plumbing, blah, 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 blah. And it's just gonna cost you a lot of maintenance headaches and money, right? A lot of time and money, which obviously if you're buying an investment property is not something you wanna spend on after you close on it. So, the units itself are solid. They're 4-bedroom units. You can get really strong rents here, 2,400. But the other thing to look out for, it's a little dark in this room, but you can tell these rooms are also a little small. Not a huge deal in this part of Dorchester. People will still pay the rents. It's just, it's definitely not ideal. But again, the biggest concern right now is definitely that the electrical and plumbing wasn't updated when these guys, quote unquote, renovated the property, right? They did all the cheap and easy stuff, but the big stuff, the roof is 10 years old. That should have been probably fixed if they really wanted to get top dollar, and make an investor feel comfortable. And then actually I went to the basement as well, and it had quite a lot of water in the basement. They had old oil tanks, which is not a big deal, but when you have water around your foundation poles, right, that are supporting the building, that kind of makes me a little nervous. So this is the second unit right now. Let's see. This is kind of the backyard over here. It's solid. It's a good property. But you kind of have to be careful, especially when you see people that renovate it. And try to put it back on the market, because oftentimes they will do shortcuts, right? Unless you're absolutely gutting the building and starting basically from a shell, right? You got to be very cautious, because those maintenance bills will run up. I know that because on my own investment property, when I bought my very first one, I didn't know this stuff, and it started hurting me. I started getting pretty big bills quite a way. This bedroom is pretty good. I'm gonna go over to the 3rd floor. So this is unit number 2. Let's go to the 3rd floor. The other thing I really like is you are getting strong rents here, right? You don't have to, there's no like super under market rents, so you don't have to deal with the headache of I'm gonna knock on the doors. Try to get into the 3rd unit. It says to knock on the door before entering the unit. Hi, can I go see the unit?
Sure.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay.
So this is the 3rd unit. Got a living room here. You know, same condition. You know, it's in good condition. Cosmetically, it's just what's behind those walls that really scares me a little bit.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
So we got another living room. Yeah, but as I was saying, one thing I do really like here is the market rents, right? You've got strong market rents already in place. So that means you don't have to go and try to fight the battles of raising the rent, right? Because that's not an easy battle to win.
All right. A little bit. But what's going on?
And they're all leases as well, which is fantastic.
I don't know.
Let's see. You can tell, I mean, the kitchen's in good shape. Yeah, I mean, so that's basically the thesis is, you know, I'm a little cautious just because I don't know what's behind those walls. They didn't update the plumbing, the electrical. You know, it might be worth putting an offer and doing a home inspection. That's probably the way I would go, and have the inspector really double down on checking the electrical panels, making sure they're good, checking the plumbing, you know, toilets, all that stuff. Anything that just helps me make me feel better that my client won't be spending a ton of money on maintenance every single month. But other than that, you know, you really can't. It's hard to buy a property in old multifamily in Boston that has fully stabilized market rent. So that's definitely one of the big positives. Let me know if you have any questions about this.